Today, I want to share with you some powerful insights that will transform the way you approach visualization. You see, everything you desire is within your reach, and by harnessing the power of your imagination, you can manifest your dreams into reality. After these tips, everything you visualize will come true. The very first step you need to take is to grasp the incredible creative force of your imagination. Your imagination isn't just a fanciful thing. It's like a magic wand that opens the door to endless possibilities. It acts as a bridge, connecting the unseen world of potential with the tangible reality we live in every day. When you vividly visualize something, filling it with emotion and detail, it's like painting a clear picture in your mind. This image gets stamped into your subconscious, the part of your mind that works behind the scenes, influencing your thoughts and actions. And here's the kicker. Once your subconscious gets a hold of this clear image, it starts working with the universe to make it a reality. Think of it like planting a seed in the rich soil of your mind. When you nurture that seed with vivid imagery and strong emotions, it begins to grow and take root. Your subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between what's real and what's imagined. It simply accepts the images and emotions you feed it, and goes to work to make them happen in your life. So, take some time each day to engage your imagination. Close your eyes and picture your desires as if they're already real. See yourself living your dream life, experiencing all the joy and fulfillment it brings. And don't just see it, feel it too. Let yourself experience the excitement, the happiness, and the gratitude as if your desires have already come true. The more you practice this, the clearer your vision will become, and the stronger the impression you'll make on your subconscious. And as your subconscious gets to work, the universe will start aligning circumstances, events, and opportunities to bring your desires into reality. Here's the big secret. When you visualize, you've got to start from the end result. That means instead of getting caught up in the how to or all the steps you need to take, you've got to picture yourself already having what you want. Close your eyes and really feel what it would be like if your wish had already come true. Imagine the joy, the excitement, the satisfaction of having your desire in your hands. Let yourself really soak up those feelings, as if they're happening right now. It's like playing pretend, but with a purpose. When you fully immerse yourself in the feeling of having what you want, it sends a powerful message to your subconscious and to the universe. It's like saying, "This is what I want, and I believe it's already mine." And here's where the magic happens. When you live in the feeling of the wish fulfilled, your reality starts to shift to match your imagination. Opportunities start popping up, things start falling into place, and before you know it, your desire is right there in front of you. But here's the thing, you've got to really commit to this feeling. You can't just go through the motions or half-heartedly imagine what you want. You've got to fully believe it, with every fiber of your being. Neville, now, let's talk about the next crucial step in manifesting your desires. Cultivating unwavering faith. This means believing with all your heart that what you visualize is already yours. It's about having absolute confidence in the power of your imagination to create your reality. Think of faith as the fuel that powers your manifestation journey. When you have unwavering faith, you create a powerful energetic vibration that aligns you with your desires and attracts them into your life. Doubt and fear, on the other hand, are like roadblocks that hinder your progress and prevent your desires from manifesting. So, how do you cultivate unwavering faith? It starts by making a conscious choice to believe in the power of your imagination. Remind yourself that you are a powerful creator and that your thoughts have the power to shape your reality. Affirmations can be helpful in reinforcing this belief. Repeat positive affirmations such as, "I am a powerful creator," or "I trust in the power of my imagination," to anchor your faith. Next, let go of any doubts or fears that may be holding you back. These negative emotions only serve to block the flow of energy and sabotage your manifestation efforts. Instead, replace them with faith and certainty. Trust that the universe is always working in your favor and that your desires are on their way to you. Practice visualization exercises regularly to strengthen your faith and reinforce your belief in the manifestation process. Visualize yourself already in possession of your desires, feeling the emotions as if they were already real. The more you visualize and feel as if your desires have already manifested, the stronger your faith will become. Surround yourself with positive influences and like-minded individuals who support your manifestation journey. Seek out books, podcasts, and other resources that inspire and uplift you. Remember, your environment plays a significant role in shaping your beliefs and attitudes, so choose wisely. Let's dive deeper into the technique of mental imagery, a powerful tool for manifesting your desires. Find a cozy spot where you can unwind and let go of any distractions. It could be your bedroom, a quiet corner in your home, or even a peaceful spot outdoors. The important thing is to create an environment where you feel calm and centered. Once you're settled, gently close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to relax your body and clear your mind. Let go of any tension or stress you may be holding on to, allowing yourself to sink into a state of deep relaxation. Now, it's time to start visualizing your desire. Picture it in your mind's eye as if it's happening right now, in this very moment. Imagine yourself living out your dream scenario, experiencing it with all your senses. Visualize what it looks like: the colors, shapes, and details. See every aspect of your desire as clearly as if it were right in front of you. Imagine the scene unfolding before your eyes, like a movie playing out in your mind. Next, engage your sense of hearing. What sounds do you hear in your desired reality? Is there laughter, music, or the sound of nature? Bring those sounds to life in your imagination, allowing them to fill your ears and transport you into the scene. Now, focus on your sense of touch. Feel the textures, sensations, and emotions associated with your desire. Whether it's the warmth of the sun on your skin, the softness of a loved one's touch, or the thrill of achieving your goals, immerse yourself fully in the experience. Move on to your sense of smell. What scents are present in your desired reality? Is there the aroma of fresh flowers, the salty breeze of the ocean, or the comforting smell of home-cooked food? Inhale deeply and let these scents transport you even further into the scene. Finally, engage your sense of taste. Imagine savoring your favorite foods, drinks, or flavors in your desired reality. Whether it's a delicious meal, a refreshing drink, or a sweet treat, allow yourself to fully experience the taste sensations associated with your desire. As you continue to visualize, make the experience as real and vivid as possible. Allow yourself to become fully immersed in the scene, feeling as if you're actually living it in the present moment. The more vividly you can imagine your desire, the more powerful your manifestation will be. Stay in this state of visualization for as long as feels comfortable, savoring every moment of the experience. When you're ready to return to the present moment, take a few deep breaths and slowly open your eyes. As you continue to practice this technique, remember to persist in your visualization. Repetition is key to embedding your desire into your subconscious mind. The more you visualize, the more you strengthen the neural pathways associated with your desire, making it easier for the universe to manifest it into reality. Neville, now let me share with you a powerful ingredient that can supercharge your manifestation journey: gratitude. Gratitude is like the fuel that powers a rocket ship, propelling your desires into manifestation at lightning speed. When you infuse your visualizations with a deep sense of gratitude, you create a powerful, energetic vibration that attracts more of what you desire into your life. So, as you engage in your visualization practice, take a moment to feel grateful for the blessings you already have. Close your eyes and think about all the abundance that surrounds you, from the air you breathe to the food you eat, from the love of your friends and family to the opportunities that come your way. Feel the warmth of gratitude radiating from your heart as you appreciate the beauty and wonder of life. When you cultivate an attitude of gratitude, you shift your focus from what you lack to what you already have, and this shift in perspective opens the floodgates to even more blessings. As you express gratitude for your current blessings, the universe responds by showering you with even more abundance. It's like sending a thank you note to the universe for all the good things in your life, and in return, the universe sends you even more reasons to be grateful. So, make gratitude a daily practice in your life. Take time each day to count your blessings, whether it's through journaling, meditation, or simply pausing to appreciate the beauty around you. The more you focus on gratitude, the more you will attract into your life to be grateful for. Gratitude is not just about saying thank you for the good things in your life. It's also about finding blessings in the challenges and difficulties you face. Every obstacle is an opportunity for growth, every setback a chance to learn and evolve. So, even when things don't go according to plan, find something to be grateful for. Maybe it's the lesson you learned, the strength you gained, or the new opportunities that arose as a result. By finding gratitude in every situation, you harness the power of positivity and resilience, making you unstoppable in your manifestation journey. Neville, now, the last step is crucial. It's about releasing your hold on how things should turn out. You need to trust that the universe has its own timing, and it's always perfect. Letting go of your need to control every little detail allows life to flow naturally. When you stop resisting and trying to force things to happen, you create room for miracles. Think of it this way: when you tightly grip onto something, you limit its movement. But when you loosen your grip and let it go, it can move freely and even surprise you with where it ends up. It's the same with your desires. When you cling too tightly to how you think they should manifest, you restrict the universe's ability to work its magic. Instead, surrender to the natural rhythm of life. Trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, even if it doesn't seem that way at first. Remember, the universe has a plan for you, and it's far more magnificent than anything you could imagine. So, release your attachment to specific outcomes and embrace the unknown with open arms. When you relinquish control and surrender to the universe's flow, you align yourself with the greater forces at play. You become a co-creator with the universe, allowing it to guide you towards your highest good. Miracles happen when you least expect them, in ways you could never have orchestrated on your own. So, let go of any resistance or need for control. Allow life to unfold naturally, trusting that everything is happening for your highest good. When you release attachment, you create space for miracles to occur. It's like clearing away clutter to make room for something new and wonderful to enter your life. When you release attachment, you open yourself up to infinite possibilities. You become a vessel for divine guidance and inspiration, allowing the universe to work its magic through you. Your desires will manifest in perfect harmony with the universe's plan, leading you towards greater joy, fulfillment, and abundance. So, take a deep breath and let go of any expectations or limitations you've placed on yourself. Trust in the wisdom of the universe and surrender to its flow. When you release attachment, you invite miracles into your life. Embrace the unknown with faith and confidence, knowing that the universe has your back. So, I urge you to put these tips into practice and watch as your life transforms before your eyes. Visualize from the end, cultivate unwavering faith, engage in mental imagery, practice gratitude, and let go of attachment. With these tools, everything you visualize will come true. You are the master of your destiny, and your imagination is the key to unlocking infinite possibilities. Embrace the power of visualization, and watch as your dreams manifest into reality. But at least being open to new experiences is something we can all do. I don't know if we realize how important it is for us to get out of our routine once in a while, and put ourselves in environments that make us feel and think in a different manner. Each one of you who is listening to me right now is a creator, and is aware of this great power they have. That's why you love this content about Neville Goddard and the law of assumption. So I want to think and reflect on what I am going to say just now. If you are a creator, don't you need any inspiration to create? Have you ever come across passionate painters who look for inspiration for their next painting in nature inside themselves? And basically everywhere? Have you noticed how an author is also a keen observer of people and the world around him? This keen observation helps him find inspiration for his new piece of writing. Similarly, you too are a creator, and you are in charge of creating your own perfect life the way you want. But what would that life look like? Sure, you can say that I want this amount of money, this type of physique, and so on. But you have to go much deeper than that. For every desire you have to know how it makes you feel. And how would you know that? By observing the world around you, by observing people around you, and by opening yourself to new experiences whenever possible. So for the sake of becoming a better manifester, go out of your routine for a few days. If you wake up at 8 a.m., trying waking up at 7 for no reason at all. If you brush your teeth with your right hand, try brushing them with your left. Take small actions that might look insignificant to anyone, but they will be akin to disrupting your routine. That's what you need: disruption. Some disruption in your current lifestyle is needed to make you think and feel a different way. Or if you can just go out of your city or your country for a few days, seeing new people and places. Talk to new people who are not part of your everyday life, and try to understand life from their perspective. This is crucial for storing your imagination. Sitting on your couch all day and watching new videos on YouTube is not going to change the way you perceive things. You have to find inspiration. As a creator. For inspiration, you need to become a better observer. That is why Neville Goddard greatly emphasized spending some time in silence. When you sit in silence by yourself, you get some time to break free from your incessant thoughts. Your mind is always commenting on one thing or the other. It has an opinion about everything, whether it's you who are doing something or some other person. This happens when your mind is on autopilot mode. The worst part about keeping your mind on autopilot mode is that it is going to keep you stuck to the emotions of your past. Because by staying connected to the emotions of your past, you think of the same events again and again. Thinking about the same things over and over again is only going to strengthen the same neural connections in your brain. As those neural circuits harden, they become a permanent part of your personality. This is why so many people try changing their reality and applying the law to their desires. But just because their mind is on autopilot mode, no matter how hard they try, they cannot get out of the same fault loops. Sitting in silence or meditating might seem like the most boring and useless thing to do. And to be really honest, if your mind is used to incessant thinking, sitting in silence might be a painful experience for you in the beginning. The moment you will sit down, close your eyes, and will try to concentrate, thousands of thoughts will come rushing in. Most of them will be related to your past and will make you react in some way. A lot of people start meditating and they say that their mind seems to be getting worse. But those who stick through the excruciating first 2 weeks are likely to stick to it for the rest of their lives. So till now I have to giving you 2 valuable pieces of advice. And if you use both of them, you will definitely see a huge change in your manifestation capabilities. The first one is to find inspiration by opening yourself to new life experiences. And the second is to sit in silence every day, no matter how difficult it might seem. Now in the last part of the video, I am going to give you a few easy steps to manifest anything you want. And you will see how what we have learned till now will help you on your path of reality creation. Once you would have opened up yourself to new experiences and would have become a keen observer, it would be far easier for you to create a desired experience in your mind. This means visualizing yourself in a future where you are living the kind of life you want. It is highly recommended that you use visualization right before you go to sleep. This is what Neville Goddard called SATs, and we have discussed this concept in a lot of detail on this channel a couple of times, since is the simple technique of visualizing your desired future a couple of times when you are in a very drowsy state just before entering sleep. The fun part of this drowsy state is that your conscious mind is silent at this time, so there are just no thoughts. When there are no opposing thoughts, whatever you visualize will find a path to your subconscious mind with ease. It is important that you practice sets every night before sleep until you become convinced that what you desire is bound to come to your physical reality. Neville called this the naturalness of your desire. The more you practice sets, the more natural your desire will feel to you. Once you are a few days into sets, you can then incorporate the revision technique before bed. The purpose of this technique is to just rewrite any unpleasant past experiences in your mind. Let's say you have an accident as a kid that left you with an injury. So through revision, you will try to create a new memory of your past where there was no accident and no injury. Essentially, you were trying to overwrite the negative experience of your past through the power of your imagination. While SATs helps you design your future, revision helps you get rid of the negative experiences of your past. Using both of these techniques simultaneously is thus a shot recipe for success. Once you start using them both, you don't need anything else to bring your desire to fruition other than just trying to stay positive most of the time. They are vibrations, and like other vibrations, they are transmitted like waves. While you are under the power of your thoughts and how they are transmitted, you harness the power of your mind to get the desired outcomes in your life. By focusing on and imagining your desire, you create vibrations of thoughts, and your thoughts are transformed into a powerful force that attracts what you want in your life. Thoughts have great power, as is evident in our lives. Simply put, we do things inspired by our thoughts. What we say is a reflection of our thoughts and mindset. What we wear, what we eat, where we go, and how we live are all reflections of our thoughts. If somebody talks differently, if somebody has different beliefs, if somebody has a different religion, it is just because he has different thoughts. So it means our lives are reflections of our thoughts. We are under the control of our thoughts every time. And if we want to experience something different, or live a different life, we will have to change our thoughts. When you realize the power of the thoughts, you use them for the betterment of your life, because you know, these kinds of thoughts can bring happiness into your life. Now let's discuss in detail what the law of thought transmission is. Well, the law of thought transmission is based on the concept that our thoughts are actually vibrational energy, and that they influence our relationships with others. The nature of our thoughts will determine what other people think of us and how they treat us. This means that if we focus our thoughts more positively, we will experience more positive things in our lives. If we look into the details, this can be proven true in everyone's life, and it can't be denied. You see, every time you speak, you're expressing your thoughts. Whatever you say or do expresses what you are thinking. Your actions, your decisions, your way of talking, your behavior, your clothing, your beliefs, or even your political affiliation, express what your thoughts are and what kind of person you are. And whenever somebody talks to you or sees you, you can have some idea what kind of thoughts you may have, and their behavior towards you is a reflection of who you are. It means you influence the thoughts of others with everything you have. You can change the thoughts of others by talking in a different way. You can have some impact on their thoughts by wearing some unique clothing. You can influence their behavior towards you by doing something or by saying something. We can say that your thoughts determine your own reality. And your reality influences the thoughts of others and determines the reality and the way they treat you. That's pretty simple and easy to understand. The nature of the energy of our thoughts interacts with the energy of the thoughts of others and causes them to reflect back to us experiences born out of the very nature of our thoughts. While this may appear to you as some modern concept, this concept is proven by quantum physics. The law of thought transmission is a powerful tool that we can use to build positive relationships with others, and we can make use of this law to manifest positive changes in our lives. Well, here I would like to put some lines from Neville Goddard's book explaining the working principle of the law of thought transmission a bit further. A friend 1,000 miles away is rooted in your consciousness through your fixed ideas of him. You think of him and represent him inwardly in the state you desire him to be, confident that this subjective image is true, as if it were already objectified. It awakens in him a corresponding state, which he must objectify. The modified light of consciousness reaches the one to whom is directed and impinges on the mirror of his mind. It causes his mind to vibrate according to the modification, and it goes. Thus it produces in him what was mentally affirmed by you. The subject will express the awakened state within him and remain unaware of the true cause of his action. The subject has no power to resist your controlled subjective ideas of him unless the state you affirm to be true of him is a state he is incapable of wishing to be true of another. In that case, it returns to you, the sender, and will realize itself in you. If your fixed idea is not subjectively accepted by the one to whom is directed, it rebounds to you from whom it came. When you step away from the beliefs taught by external mainstream conditions and you start viewing life through the lens of the vibrations of your own thoughts, it becomes easier for you to get an advantage, and you start experiencing the things you desire in your life. We have been taught that our thoughts have no importance and have no influence on our lives. But in fact, our thoughts hold all the power and have a greater impact on our lives. When you see your life through the lens of the vibrations and frequency of your thoughts, you will realize the true energy of your thoughts. And when you start using your thoughts wisely, you will be able to manifest positive relationships with others and become a better human being. Neville Goddard says that a friend 1,000 miles away is rooted in your consciousness through your fixed ideas of him. Well, this phenomenon was also explained by Albert Einstein, who named it the spooky action at a distance, the laws of quantum physics suggest that all the particles in the universe remain connected. And whenever we perform some action on one particle affects the others at a speed greater than 1,000 times the speed of light. This theory is even applied when the particles are separated by a greater distance. We have been taught that our thoughts are just our private affairs and don't matter to others. But in fact, our thoughts are the only thing that helps us communicate and connect with others in different ways. We have been taught to believe that our thoughts are just known to us and others don't know about them unless we share them and others. Neville Goddard says it awakens in him a corresponding state, which he must objectify. The subject will express the awakened state within him and remain unaware of the true cause of his action. The subject has no power to resist your controlled subjective ideas of him unless the state you affirm to be true of him is a state he is incapable of wishing to be true of another. In that case, it returns to you the sender, and will realize itself in you. When the frequencies of two thoughts are the same, they resonate and amplify each other. And when the frequencies of two thoughts aren't the same, there will be no resonance. For example, if you strike a tuning fork with the same frequency next to another tuning fork, the second tuning fork will start vibrating. But if you strike the tuning fork with a different frequency, the second tuning fork will not vibrate. So in the case of the former friend, when you have those thoughts of them spreading gossip about you, keep Neville's statement in mind. The subject has no power to resist your controlled subjective ideas of him unless the state you affirm to be true of him is a state he is incapable of wishing to be true of another. So it means if the frequency of your thoughts is the same as the frequency of thoughts of somebody else, this idea will resonate and will be produced in your mind itself. However, as Neville explains, if they don't hold that frequency again, in that case, there will be no frequency match, and no resonance will occur. If somebody isn't aware of you, let's say he doesn't know you, he never met you or heard anything about you. He will not have your thoughts about you. He will only have some thoughts or beliefs about you when he knows your thoughts from seeing you, meeting you, or learning some facts about you from others. When they don't know you or your thoughts, they won't be able to have any thoughts about you. When your thoughts interact with their thoughts, it will determine their behavior towards you and how they treat you. This is a very simple and easy to understand concept. Your thoughts residing somewhere deep in your mind will attract the correlated experiences in your life. You will attract things based on your thoughts, even if you don't like them. So that's why it's important to check and monitor your thoughts. You must be conscious of your thoughts or else you will keep manifesting the things that you don't desire. That's why Neville says if other people don't like you, or aren't good to you, you can change them and their behavior by changing your own thoughts and your own self. Simply put, influence the thoughts of others from a positive perspective, and you will have positive experiences in your life. Others will behave the way you desire. Others can think the way you desire. Others can do things the way you desire. It's possible and easy. When you choose to become intentional with your thoughts, you can attract supportive, uplifting relationships into your life simply by creating and maintaining your own frequencies. Now that you know how you affect the thoughts of others, how your thoughts are transmitted to their minds, and how they interact with the thoughts of others, it's time to put this law of thought transmission into practice. What are the thoughts that you want to have? What are the thoughts that can help you experience the positive things in your life? How can you change the frequency of your thoughts so that others treat you the way you desire? It's all easy. The desired experiences are just a few thoughts away. So try out this technique and put it into practice. It will bring positivity, satisfaction, and peace into your life. And remember that if everyone starts sending good vibes around the world will become a good place to live. Make good use of your thoughts so that you can live happily and spread happiness in the lives of others. I hope I was able to deliver a good analysis of this idea of thought transmission by Neville Goddard. And of course, this doesn't mean we agree with every single thing he said or believed in, because in the end, and everyone will form his or her own opinion. All illumination, inspiration, and realization must come through the self-knowing mind in order to manifest in man. Vision, intuition, and revelation proclaim themselves through man's self-knowing mind. And the saints and sages, the saviors and Christs, the prophets and seers, the wise and learned, have all consciously perceived and proclaimed this fact. Every evidence of human experience, all acts of kindness and mercy, have interpreted themselves through man's self-knowing mind. All that we know, say or think, feel or believe, hope or long for, fear or doubt, is some action of the self-knowing mind. Subjective memories we have, and inner, unexpressed emotions we feel. But to the self-knowing mind alone does realization come. Without this capacity to consciously know, man would not exist as an express being, and so far as we are concerned, would not exist at all. The self-knowing mind of man proclaims itself in every thought, deed, or act, and is truly the only guarantee of his individuality. In the subjective mind of man we find a law obeying his word, the servant of his spirit. Suggestion has proved that the subconscious mind acts upon our thought without question or doubt. It is the mental law of our being and the creative factor within us. It is unnecessary, at this point, to go into all the details of the subjective mind and its mode of action. It is enough to say that within us is a mental law, working out the will and purposes of our conscious thoughts. Our ability to access and utilize the greater subjective mind, which serves as the foundation for all law and action, and is the servant of the eternal spirit, is a distinctly personal endeavor. Despite the magnitude of this concept, it is true that human beings possess within their subjective minds a seemingly boundless power. This is due to the fact that, subjectively, we are united with the entirety of existence. When our thoughts are absorbed by our subjective mind, they meld with the universal subjective mind and manifest as the law of our lives, in accordance with the one great law of all life. There is only one subjective mind. Our own subjective mind is simply the manner in which we engage with this universal law. Each person retains their unique identity within the law through their personal application of it, and each individual receives from life that which they think into it.